Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi, my name is Tyler One, back at it again with another episode of the Boy Time Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul. Hooray! We have a slam dunk episode for you today.
An episode.
Yeah, an episode of the podcast. But we have a very slam dunk episode. Pretty much nothing has happened. As always, but the PlayStation 5 reveal was today.
Yeah, I saw like 10 minutes of that.
And RMR is going to be dropping later tonight.
Guys.
So we got some stuff coming, but nothing here yet. But speaking of, Last of Us won't be out in time for next podcast, right?
No, it'll come out that night. I have to figure out if I can go to GameStop if they do like the 9 o'clock release like they do some games.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know I did that with a few other games. They sometimes do that for single player games, so hopefully they do that.
Oh, hopefully.
Because I don't want to really drive out there at like 11.
It's the experience.
It is the experience, but like it's so much more convenient to do it at 9 than it is at like 11, even though I'm still going to be wide awake. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if you like get it like shipped. Does it like come in on the day? Because I know sometimes they do.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
They don't. Also, with the shipping stuff being backlogged, I don't know if it's going to come in on time.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I did, I sat through the entire PlayStation conference. Not live, but later.
I sat through it live, on mute.
Oh, okay.
10 minutes, I watched someone watching it for like 10 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some good stuff, some weird stuff, and I don't know, unmemorable
Bethesda.
stuff. But I don't think Bethesda was in it.
No, they had a game.
They were in it for one game.
What was it? It was like the loop game or whatever where
it's
you
like a Borderlands looking art style looking game.
It's where like you're in a loop and keep dying, and then there's this other person you need to kill to get out of the loop. That's by them.
That's Bethesda?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see their name attached to it.
Okay. Yeah. It looked like the Control or graphics from the game Control. So I thought like, oh, it's just Control 2, but it was not. And I'm like, okay.
It's Bethesda Control.
Bethesda Control, okay.
Very epic. Spooky.
Man, I gotta tell you, if you guys are watching the podcast right now and you don't want anything spoiled, I guess, for the reveal, then I don't know, watch it, come back, I don't know. But
if spoilers for a game console or a thing.
Yeah, if like spoilers for a trailer, for like a cinematic trailer are a thing, then sorry guys, but I thought it was really epic when they started the conference with GTA 5, and I was like, wow, they did it.
They just debated everybody with a Rockstar logo, and it's like,
I know,
the 8th console ever, GTA 5.
That Rockstar logo, I'm like, oh, okay, are we getting Bully too? Because I think that is the next thing
that is in
doing.
development, so yeah, that's coming out soon.
Bully 2 and GTA 6 are both in development right now, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
But GTA 6 is
probably like 2020.
Way far back.
2023.
Or something.
That's what I would guess. It's still in pre-development. So they're like writing the script and stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be a while for that. It was... yeah, we might get a trailer in a year and a half. Because that's how Rockstar do.
Probably, yeah.
But I was watching it on the YouTube like it was like a live stream, but it was like a VOD of the live stream, so there was a
doing
live chat.
GameSpot or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw IGN was hosting it, but I went on the official PlayStation one.
Oh.
But yeah, it was funny. Just like that, the entire conference, people were typing like GTA 6, and it's like you guys can just look up and see that it was just announced that it was in pre-development like 3 months ago. Like, oh, okay, we just started development. We're gonna have a trailer in 3 months, by the way.
Yeah, like unless you're Cyberpunk, that's not happening.
No, and even then, Cyberpunk. Yeah, Rockstar. They take their time and then they come out with the same game over and over again.
Except better every time.
It's a pretty epic.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But I was very impressed. Well, not impressed. I was just surprised that they were like, oh yeah, by the way, Spider-Man is coming out later this year. It's like,
I had no clue that was happening. That was like the only game where I was like really interested.
Yeah, especially a Miles Morales game. Heck yeah, guy.
Heck yeah.
I'd love to see it.
I mean, if it's not on PS4 though, I'm not playing it. But
I mean, it's probably going to be a PS4.
It'll be
a
on
PS5 launch title.
Well, they do this thing where they keep games on the older console for about a year or two.
Oh, that's true.
So
that's
hopefully
true.
It's on PS4, because if it's on PS5, I'm just never going to play it, I guess.
I would. I think I'm probably gonna get a PS5 just because I was like, especially there was a couple of games where I was just like, okay. That one I wanted Spider-Man, and what's the Stray? I don't know what that is. The cat one.
Yeah, that looks kind of cool.
I'm like, what the flip is that? Although it could be a Death Stranding, though, where it was like, wow, that's a really interesting trailer. I wonder what it's going to be. And then it's just walking around the entire game delivering mail.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows what that game's going to be, but I'm like, maybe. I'll be in for the ride. Who knows? But I tell you what, I was going to get one anyways, but the Spider-Man thing.
You don't know the price tag of it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm not, like, super worried about that, though.
I mean,
not
people
that
have been saying $600 or $700.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't get it at launch. I would get it if... I think I've already said this. Yeah, I want to get one that's, like, tied to a game that I want. Because I've never done that before.
That's true, yeah.
'Cause,
I've done that, like, with PS4, but the limited edition consoles only come, like, every, like, few years.
I feel like you're starting to see them more.
Maybe they're doing them more now.
Like,
but PS4 has a ton of bundles.
Yeah.
It's just they give custom stuff for those bundles. It was just the console, and then you get the game on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know they did like a Spider-Man one. It seems like every time there's like a AAA release, they come out with like a limited Epic console.
Yeah,
you're like still gonna be paying a Cyberpunk one.
Yeah, like the retail amount plus whatever they want to charge you for having a collector's edition.
That's fine.
That's fine.
At this point, like, if you're gonna charge me $600, I can build a PC that's like 5 times better than that.
Yeah.
But like, at the same time, I don't want to pay that much money so I can play PlayStation exclusives that are good single player games usually.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. I think PlayStation is like the premier like single player thing. Like PC has good single player games.
Yeah.
But like PlayStation is like we're putting all of it. Yeah. It's just like everything is single player kind of. Not saying that there's not multiplayer games, I'm just saying generally.
Yeah.
Xbox is kind of the multiplayer game because it's like racing games, Halo, I guess pretty much. Gears of War, yeah. Call of Duty isn't really an Xbox game, but I thought it was. Is it not still associated with Xbox?
No, it's not an Xbox for like since the PS4 came out. They switched over.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Which was I was surprised that they didn't do a Call of Duty trailer because it is June 11th and they have not said a single thing about the new Call of Duty.
When's
it's supposed to come out in October.
Oh.
So I think Activision can be a dumb idiot company like I know they are and still push the game out and release it.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling they're not ready to show anything yet and that they're going to rush through a game and still sell it.
Who
Yes.
doesn't do that
Because
these
Activision's
days, though?
contracts.
Yes.
What they should do is just extend this game for another year and just keep updating it and just let them have time to finish the game.
Yeah.
Because they're making so much money off this game anyways. They need to just like hold it for a year.
They need more money.
Because if you mess up a Black Ops reboot, I'm going to be very mad.
Was that what they're doing?
I think they're doing the same roadmap as this year where they just remake like the flagship like Call of Duty spin-off series or whatever.
Oh.
And just make it that, like redo it and kind of make everything up to date and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good idea because this is probably the best Call of Duty that's been out for probably 4 or 5 years.
Well, yeah, it's not very hard to beat.
It's not hard to beat. Like, factor in that they have to release something every year, and a lot of the time it's stuff that people don't want.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Everybody was kind of expecting to see something from it because usually it gets revealed in May.
True.
And yeah, it's halfway through June and it's supposed to come out in like 4 months.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I was weirded out not to see anything about it. I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, there are other things. There are other stuff going on with like the Summer Games Fest. But I feel like this would have been the one to do it. Like this is the biggest
that's what
one.
I'm saying. Like new console, like you have a partnership with Sony, Activision does.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you not show it?
Yeah. I don't get
Especially
it either.
when you have all these like new like game franchises like starting. It's like
Yeah.
throw a flagship franchise in there and get the people that want their satisfaction.
Yeah, like GTA.
Yeah.
Just put it right next to it.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's usually like a lot of people are interested in Sony for every year at E3 is because the Call of Duty stuff has been Sony.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody waits for it, but I'm like, That's why I just kind of had it on mute on the other screen. It's like if something pops up that I want to hear about, I'll turn it on, but I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
I think the console design looks a little bit better than the Xbox. It's just whether you want a fridge or a router. So
I know. I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, are they really... I have the same gripe with it as the Xbox, except I don't know if the PlayStation is sideways. Can you put it sideways? Because it looks like it's on a stand. Can you remove it?
Put it sideways.
Okay.
I think you can take the stand off and like put it on a different part.
Okay. Like the Wii.
But there's only one USB port on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But
there's a micro USB too.
There is.
I would imagine that you use the regular USB for like a storage drive and then the micro to charge the controllers.
Yeah, but they're doing a diskless one where it's like, okay, how much storage are you putting on that, and how much more is it going to cost me?
It might be cheaper than the other one.
I don't think so. They're going to have to put like over a terabyte in there. Because diskless is going to be cheaper than the one that's all wireless. Because they might even put a better Wi-Fi card in the diskless one.
Oh. Yeah.
Because even Call of Duty on Xbox last night had an update of 85 gigabytes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So going diskless, especially with the games nowadays, you have to have at least a terabyte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I would still definitely buy a PlayStation over an Xbox. It's just I'm not interested in it at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm buckled down because I'm for sure like the majority of me playing video games. It's single player. That's like all I do. I know you are pretty much the flip side.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it doesn't make sense for you to really get into or to buy a PlayStation now, especially since all the games that you're playing are on PC already. Like if you, and even if the single player games you want to play like Cyberpunk, they're still coming to PC.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah,
that's
it doesn't
why
make much sense.
Microsoft's corner is because of that, bringing it to Xbox and PC for their exclusives.
Yes, I did see that, and I think that's what Sony is going to do now too. I
hope they are, because like that would just completely eliminate my like even desire for a console.
Yeah, Well, I don't know if they're gonna do all of them. I saw that they're bringing Horizon Zero Dawn over to
Okay.
Steam, I think,
Yeah.
later. I don't think it's like on the store page
Yeah,
yet.
and
but-
I don't mind that if it's not a game I absolutely need to play. Like if they release a really good single player game and I have to wait a year or two to play it, once it comes out and it reminds me of that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while I crave just wanting to like get sucked into a single player game for like 50 hours or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are pretty fun. But
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm excited.
yeah.
It's gonna
It was
be good.
definitely different because like every single game they showed was like a new game.
Mm-hmm.
Like not anything that people have like been in a franchise or anything. It's just like this is a new game that's coming to the console.
Yeah, I mean there were a couple exceptions with like Robot and
was,
Clank
but,
and
yeah.
what Spider-Man even, and there was another one, the Little Big Planet guy. He got his own
Yeah,
game.
he's
Oh, I
always
forgot he existed.
Yeah, he got his
but
own
usually
little
at these
game.
conferences. It's always like the big titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like Xbox, it's all like always Sea of Thieves and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Stuff that you'd expect, but PlayStation goes all over the place.
yeah. Yeah, PlayStation's kind of like an in-between between Microsoft and Nintendo, because Nintendo is just like, let's put everything on our consoles, even if it's like a $5 app on the App Store, we're going to bring it to the Switch. Ever wanted to get a calculator for your Switch? It's $5 here.
You can get it.
But PlayStation, they just do a lot of indie stuff and big stuff. It's like a big, healthy combination of both, I think, on
Right.
their platforms.
The Xbox is like only big stuff.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to play Cuphead or Sekiro or Cyberpunk? Oh, no? Okay, sorry. You're going to have to get a
Not
PlayStation.
Forza.
See you later.
You like racing game?
I heard you like racing games. Although, was that a Gran Turismo game that they showed on PlayStation today?
Yeah.
I think it was Gran Turismo. That looked kind of good. I do like a good racing game every once in a while.
I've
Yeah.
never been able to get into those. I like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I mean,
The OG
old school
racing.
Need for Speeds were like my favorite games, but
I remember playing Need for Speed Most Wanted for so long as
Yeah.
like
that's the classic.
young boy.
Right there.
Yeah, that was fun. It's probably dead now, or there's some sequel they made, but that was
Yeah, they rebooted it, and it's not that good.
oh
Need for Speed is another franchise that has been going way too long. They just start recycling things. But I mean, those are like fun arcade racing games where you just shut your brain off and just fast car go wee.
Oh,
But like Gran Turismo is like track racing, so like if you get a whole wheel setup and everything, it's like a realistic simulator.
oh.
just what I
Which
needed.
I can't really get into that much because it's like super difficult.
Mhm.
But there's definitely an audience out there for it. But Forza is like an arcade kind of one for Xbox.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't think it was. It wasn't anything too special, but it wasn't like bad at all. It was what they had to scrape together. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the games you could tell weren't finished. And it's like,
Yeah.
come on, guys, give it like a couple more months until you have like an actual thing to show us.
Yeah.
You can tell they just were like, we need everything to fill an hour and a half because that's the
Something to
time
fill
we
in.
have.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I was kind of surprised that they didn't have a response to Cyberpunk because they have like The Last of Us is coming out, and but they have, I don't think, has Naughty Dog said anything of whether or not you can transfer it over to the PS5 when you're done, when you get like a new PS5, because that's what Cyberpunk's doing. Because I don't think they have. Wait, is James muted? James is muted.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we'll just carry on without him. I haven't seen anything from Naughty Dog. Something that CD Projekt Red is doing that I actually like is that if you buy Cyberpunk on the Xbox One, then you get it for free on the Xbox Series X.
It only makes sense, you know.
It makes sense, but like other studios may not even do that. They would release like. I was just interested to see if Sony was going to be like, oh yeah, and you can play PS4 games on it, or something like that at least. But they didn't do anything like that, so I still don't know. Makes me a little bit nervous, but fine.
As long as they don't go the Skyrim route of here's Skyrim version 3.8, another $30 or so.
That might be a game studio thing though, too, instead of a console decision.
That's true. But it's like Naughty Dog and Sony are like what's the freaking 343 Studios and Xbox, where it's like they're pretty much the same company at this point.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think it looked epic.
Yeah.
I'll drop a like on the stream for now.
We should have support these guys
Totally
as long as
goofing
they
up
don't
this
do
thing.
anything bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately when something goes bad, you just take away that like, and they'll
exactly.
feel it. They'll feel it, all right. Feel a pain of a dislike.
Oh man. Well, that's all the gaming news that just happened
Great
today.
podcast.
Thank you. What else has happened this week?
Twitch had a big, I don't know if you want to call it a oopsie
Yeah.
They had a big oopsie.
situation.
That's
Okay.
an oopsie, right?
I guess that's what you call it.
It's an oopsie.
There was a mass freak out at the beginning of the week because apparently,
Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, there has been increased DMCA takedowns of channels that are like related to clips on Twitch from like years ago, because record labels are not hiring entire groups of people to scan Twitch and take down and send out DMCA strikes to people that play copyrighted music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is also hitting people that play obviously like modded songs, like not only like Guitar Hero but Beat Saber. It's like
and Twitch can't do much about it.
yeah, it's not a Twitch thing; it's a law thing.
Yeah, it's a copyright law thing, but like it's very, very stupid.
You can't change. Twitch can't do anything. We gotta overthrow the government to change this law.
They can do some stuff. They can like take it so it's not 3 DMCA strikes and your channel's gone forever and you can't go to a different channel, or like you can't make a different channel. You can't do anything. You're banned from the platform. They could probably change that. Because like YouTube deals with it. They have their ways of copyright claims and strikes.
Kind of.
Yeah, YouTube. They deal with that. They've been dealing with that for years. Like companies hiring like third-party companies to just like scan YouTube videos, and if there's like 2 seconds of a song, that's a copyright strike.
Yeah, but this is from clips of years ago that people don't even know that they're using copyrighted music, and it's just random.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people have to go through and delete every single clip and every single VOD from their channel. Otherwise, they risk being taken down.
Oh.
Yeah. And back to like the Beat Saber thing, there's like really, those guys that could play like insane songs in Beat Saber, and like they made like a whole following off that and all that. Apparently, not all of them, but there's a couple of them. They're basically just deleting their old videos, and they're starting to think about going more like widespread in what games to play, like become a variation channel.
At that point, you try to get out of a Twitch contract and go to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's kind of insane how like much they crack down on it now.
Yeah.
Like it's hurting these record labels. I hope they know that.
They don't care.
I know they don't.
They've never cared.
Yeah. It's like, we're going to take down this person because they're playing music from an artist that could get more free publicity by being played on the stream.
And they're doing it in Guitar Hero too. How dare they?
Certain artists because it like reaches more people. But I think Twitch can change some things to go about it, because I don't think this can last forever. People have been just listening to lo-fi beats on their streams for the past week now, and everybody's ready to just like die.
Yeah.
Because now, like, at that point, if music is copyrighted, every single game people are playing are copyrighted. It could be a Nintendo situation.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't allow people to upload their gameplay to YouTube.
Well, they do now. It was a
Now
long.
they do. It used to be a while ago where they were like, you could not do that for some reason.
It was very dumb. But like the original system was, they would take down anybody who wasn't explicitly partnered with Nintendo, and you had to like apply.
Right. You have to be, yeah.
Yeah. So they know that you wouldn't say bad things about their games.
Right.
That was
But,
in
like,
that weird.
In order to play music now, you have to get permission from the label or the artist, if the artist controls their masters, which a lot of them don't.
No.
So like you have a very, very small margin of people that you can even ask to play their music, and it's in their control on whether they can say yes or no.
Yeah.
Like, it's very messed up.
Very cool.
Welcome
And-
to the copyright system in the United
Yeah.
States of America.
It's not outdated at all.
No.
It's total. It totally works.
It just works.
For stuff that's existed after it was made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's definitely just a system that works for everybody.
Yeah.
What happens if people play a game and there's a copyrighted song in that game, and then like they get banned off because of the audio in the game?
They get banned from the game.
That could get fishy.
Well,
Fishing for fishies, fishy.
Because is it the game studio's fault? Is it the streamer's fault?
I don't know.
Like, because it's not like they played it like willingly.
No.
It's like part of another piece of like entertainment that they're playing.
I know there's some laws with posting even like gameplay to YouTube. Technically it's illegal. But it's they just added like some, I don't know. I'm not a law. I've never studied law. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But also I know a little bit.
We're not lawyers.
Playing a game and posting footage of it would be technically illegal, and if a game studio wants to take down that footage, they have every right to, like what you saw with Nintendo. But it's also kind of technically categorized under fair use.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're transformative and because it's like your gameplay session.
Right.
And like, yeah, you're going to be playing a game differently than how everyone else is. It's not like you're
Right.
watching a movie. It's different for everybody. So that's why you don't see very many studios doing that. You did see Nintendo doing that. You saw the studio who made Firewatch. I think they tried to copyright claim PewDiePie's stuff when he said the N-word. So you see it like a little bit, but if you do that, it's a very scummy thing to do. But
It is.
technically legal, I think. I don't know.
It's
I'm just trying.
It's-
Just
copyright law is the most complicated thing in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm-
yeah.
Sky
We all know
Uh.
like, some of the scummiest people like that. Like one of the scummiest businesses there are.
true.
Like the gaming industry kind of understands because there's been a giant like surgence in the last decade of people promoting games through YouTube and like gameplay and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Valorant like completely got their entire buzz for their game by having you watch a Twitch stream of someone playing their game instead of
Exactly.
marketing.
Yeah.
But record labels do not care at all. They've already been under fire for like protesting and things because they pretty much just trap artists into 360 deals. So they pretty much just like, you can release one or two projects, that's it, you're getting your paycheck, and we're just keeping you on here and you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're not that good.
No. Well, I don't think anybody's arguing that they are.
No, it's just an issue that needs to have some kind of solution because people can't just listen to lo-fi beats or whatever on their streams forever.
No.
Like if I was a full-time streamer and every time I was live I couldn't listen to anything besides like stupid lo-fi beats or something, I would go crazy.
Go stupid.
Can't play it, that's copyrighted.
Don't worry. 2 different people said like 2 different words of it. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
There's probably some loophole there. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh no, this song had 2 lines of dialogue from Kung Fu Panda in it, and now DreamWorks
no.
is going to DMCA my
DreamWorks,
entire
please,
channel.
No, DreamWorks.
So
We just have to wait like 60 years so copyright runs out on certain like masters of songs, and then we can listen to music on Twitch.
well, we'll see. I don't know about that.
It was scary because I woke up on Monday and like all the streamers I'm following are like freaking out, like deleting all their clips. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Make a clip.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to blame anybody for how bad copyright law is, blame Walter Disney, why don't ya?
That's true. That's true.
Because technically, right now, Mickey Mouse should be in the public domain.
Yeah, because it's
But-
been like what 100 years.
Oh, I think it's been over 100 years at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah, it's it should be public domain, but Disney has like somehow like paid off people in like government like offices to be like, "Hey, can you pass a law that says that we don't have to make Mickey Mouse in the public domain?" And then they're like, "Oh yeah, we can do that." And so then like
Okay.
it's pretty much just been Disney single-handedly just screwing over everybody because they don't want Mickey Mouse in the public domain.
Yeah, that's kind of just how government works at this point.
Yeah.
But even if you're like a local daycare and you have Mickey Mouse on your sign, they will like come after you.
Yeah,
Somehow find you and they'll come after you for everything you have for some reason
that's real.
because they're not getting enough money apparently.
No. I mean, seriously. That's Disney's
Yeah.
probably like the company with one of the highest like
They're almost a
profit
monopoly
margins.
at this point. What more do you need?
Exactly.
You're a borderline monopoly on everything.
They want to be history itself. They were
I have a currently
rewrite
playing overlay on my Twitch, and now I can't even use it.
Nope.
It took me a half an hour to set that up.
history. Yikes, man.
Really?
Dang it. Not really, but it was like
Oh.
10 minutes. So it was pretty easy, actually.
Oh.
Now I'm just going to put, I can't play anything, or DMCA will kill me.
There you
That's
go.
what's currently playing.
There you go.
So yeah, that was a scary part of the week.
Okay, I've been I did some light Google searching. Mickey
through
Mouse will
context.
be public domain on January 1st, 2024. If Disney doesn't weasel their way into
Which they probably will.
yeah. There was an act that was passed in 1998 called the Copyright Term Extension Act that basically did exactly what you think it would. It used to be 50 years that you would hold copyright, and then it turned into 75 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, isn't that weird that just 1 year before Steamboat Willie was going to be public domain, the Senate passes a act that extends copyright for 25 years. So we might see something that does that again, so that now it's going to be 100 years, and we'll see that in
probably
3 years. I'm going to call it right now.
Yeah.
They're probably
history
in
repeats
like
itself.
like a year before that happens. They're probably like, "Oh crap, we were supposed to extend that again, weren't we?"
Oh no, Mickey Mouse!
Oh no, I almost forget.
They won't forget.
No. Well, what's
They have
interesting?
like people paid to just remember that.
Pretty much. Well, plus there's before that there was a Copyright Act of 1976, and that was, you'll never believe it, 25 or that's like 20 years before the Copyright Term Extension Act. So they've just been like, can you do 20 more years? Okay, and 25 more years now. Okay, thank you.
How can we
yeah.
bump it up to 50?
Please, I would
100
love
maybe?
it. Could you just please give it like lifetime? I would just love to control this mouse. Yeah, I don't get it.
Someone
But
else's mind.
in other fun news, according to this Ars Technica article, the copyrights for Superman, Batman, Disney's Snow White, and early Looney Tunes characters will all fall into public domain between 2031 and 2035.
Heck yeah.
Man, can't wait to have Batman in public domain.
I know. Then we can make a Batman movie and it would be canon.
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
hey, yeah.
Wouldn't that be flipping epic?
That'd be epic.
Maybe we can reach that for a 1,000 sub goal by then.
Yeah, 1,000 subs will make Batman.
1,000 subs within like 20 years. We can do it.
I
Yeah.
think we can do that.
That'll be easy.
And before we just completely kill the channel in a year
What?
for some
Oh.
reason.
Why would we kill the channel?
I won't let you
I
sabotage
don't
this
know.
channel.
It's so much fun.
You never know.
I make videos every day.
Yeah.
Except
I
that's
haven't
not
made
true.
a single video this week.
Me neither. I tell you what, my classes have been
Why?
killing me. It is so rough. And yeah. So
Online school's hard if you haven't done it before.
I swear, dude. This is my first time doing it, and I'm really starting to regret starting a Star Wars series and then school starting.
That's how it happens.
Because it's like, well, do I use my one day off to edit the Star Wars video? I don't know.
Maybe do a little
My entire
homework.
life for about 6 months this year, so
Yeah. It's true. Nah,
yeah. Time management is a great skill.
not one
Especially
that I
when you don't
possess.
need it.
It's one that I have, but it's one that I also like somehow make work, even though I wake up at noon every day.
That's
I have
that's
very
a
little
gift.
time to just do what I want.
Oh.
I still fear the day of when I start regularly waking up at noon. Because, like, okay, so the other day, I think this was like Monday, but I woke up at like 6:30 for some reason and couldn't go back to sleep. And then, so, like, I did all my morning stuff and it was like 8:30. I'm like, shouldn't it be like noon by now? And that day felt so long. And I missed waking up early because you get like so long of a day. But you also don't get to sleep in, and we stay up till like midnight. So I mean,
Yeah, I go to sleep at like
It's a
4,
balancing
like,
act.
noon. I don't know if I can imagine like going back to like waking up at 6 every day again and driving for an hour.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
haven't-
like
I
6,
haven't
like
done
Thanks.
it in like probably 4 or 5 months.
6 was even early for when I woke up. Right, like 7:30. It was like
Yeah.
when I used to get up, and it was pretty good.
Yeah,
That's like a responsible adult, I think.
It
And I
is,
kept
but,
that for
like,
like 5 years, and then I just lost it after freaking COVID man hit, and I didn't have any classes or anything. Then I was like, well, I guess I'll just sleep in for the next year.
Yeah. I used to get up at like 5:30 every morning.
oh god, heck that.
I know. Well, I just because
Yikes, man.
you know you live in a house with 4 other people, and I'm like extremely introverted, so it's like I'm just going to get up at 5:30 every morning just to have like an hour of quiet before everybody starts getting up. And that was my.
So you gotta do the opposite. Gotta wake up at noon and fall asleep at 3 a.m. because after 10 o'clock you're free.
That's
Well,
true.
that's
You
what
get
I'm
like
doing
5
now.
hours of
What?
sleep.
Yeah,
But I also had school then. You have to
True.
remember,
true.
and that was suck. That was high school.
Remember school? I remember.
Yeah, I'm in it right now, and it's terrible.
Totally remember.
Everybody's like, online classes are so easy. You don't have to go. It's like online
Oh.
classes are 5 times harder than
It's
in-person
so
classes.
hard.
Those guys
It
are
is not
probably
for
in.
everybody.
Those guys are probably in the freaking programming field where you actually start off learning with online classes. They're not
It
people that are
takes a while to
just
get used
That
to.
throwing
It
in.
yeah.
takes a semester to get used to.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're learning too, because like
Yeah.
programming, you're doing it from your computer.
Right.
Anyways.
Well, that
Design
and the
classes
first
online
semester
are
is
easy.
incredibly easy.
It's the curriculars you have to do online, like a psychology course and a sociology course and all that
No.
online. Awful.
I hate it. I hate it right now. I hate it.
Yeah, like taking like actual like advanced classes and stuff like that. It's a challenge online. I'll say that. I have had with this last semester. I had freaking PHP and some like more advanced class online, and I'll say those were quite a challenge. But like the first semester where you're like learning to do online classes for like in my courses and all that, like it's easy. Like two of the classes are just learn like one of them is just learn how computer work,
Oh.
and the other is just learn how do very basic English or programming in English language, which
Oh.
is incredibly easy if you actually start looking at. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's like stuff you're going to school for.
yeah,
Like the worst online classes are the extra stuff that you have to do. 'Cause
yeah.
there's nothing worse than just having to read a textbook online on your home computer and having to take like 2 hours of notes on it.
Yeah.
And like having to do that 3 times a week.
Yeah, and I think, and I don't in my classes. Yeah, we don't have to take notes. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's an optional.
It
Unless
is
maybe two
awful.
people do.
And then having discussion posts that have to be posted on a certain date, like between different like time periods.
No.
I had that for one
Yeah,
class.
it's
Let's
awful.
just say I didn't do very good. in that
Yeah.
class.
Well, the thing that I hate the most is those like discussion forums, and it's like you have to respond to 2 minimum.
Yep.
It's like, well,
Oh,
what am
yeah,
I
I get
gonna
fun
say?
Exactly.
It's just
They're like,
like,
you have to do 50 words minimum. I'm like, okay.
this is a good essay. I like the part where you did this. A part that you can improve on is this. Good job,
That's all
though.
it is. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just over and over again every week.
That reminds me of when I had to do one like they had us to do one for like our welcome thing. Like you had to say like your description of yourself in a discussion page.
Yep.
And you had to reply to them. And
Sometimes you have to upload a picture of yourself.
oh yeah, yeah. I had to upload a picture, and I was like, no, you can't make me do that.
Can't make me do it.
But yeah, so there was one time where I got a freebie where someone posted a picture of them in the island of Crete, which is in Greece, and I easily was like, "That's it." I can say, "Man, I wish I went there when I was in Greece." Easy win.
There you go. Epic win.
And then I had one more to do, and I don't remember what else it was.
Yeah. I do not like that at all.
I'll always take an easy win though.
I don't know. Maybe it's a bigger gripe on college as a whole, but I have like found in like the 500 years that I have been in college and not done anything that I hate textbooks. I do not learn by reading at all.
I love college, but I hate
no.
textbooks.
I know.
Have you even?
Hmm?
Have you had a textbook that was like more advanced than what you were actually learning, or like it worded it in like a more advanced way?
I had one that cost $80. That's online, and I paid it for 6 months. But
Oh,
I tell you what, I'm doing psych right now. No. I'm doing human origins right now. It's an anthropology class, and we spent 2 chapters learning about genetics. And it's like, okay, you need to learn what hetero and homozygous mean, and you need to know what a gamete is. And it's like, no, why? Frick. Dude, I want to learn about like Neanderthals and Cholkas and stuff. Why am I learning about this is what DNA is? Do you know what GATC and A have in common? They're only the 4 protein building blocks of DNA, which stands for ribonucleic ribonucleic acid or whatever it is.
I'm not looking forward to that class anymore.
It's just this chapter because the rest of it has been like really awesome. But this like chapter, like she's been posting lectures, and it's like, okay, 50-minute lecture on the intro to humans. We got an hour lecture on evolution, a 2-hour lecture on genetics. It's like, I'm not taking a genetics class. I'm not taking a biology class. I don't know why I have to learn about genetics. And I don't like it.
That should be like if you're going more deep into the field, like learning genetics about human origins. At that point, you're just
class.
Yeah, at that point, you're just like going out and like archaeologists, pretty much.
Pretty much,
Like,
yeah. Well, a
You're
lot
just
of
taking this fast because you're pretty much forced to take either it or astrology.
pretty much. That's why I'm taking it.
So
Yeah.
I'm so
It's
glad
interesting.
I'm done with electives. It's just like my advanced courses for my degree, and I'm done. Because this was the last semester. I had to take, I don't remember if it was 2 or 3 electives, and they were all like, oh my god. But like sociology was really, really cool,
I love
but
sociology.
it's also a lot of work.
It
But I
is.
learned a lot, but it's a
Yeah.
lot of work. I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm done with all of that.
Yeah. Sociology is like my favorite.
Sociology would probably be my second option if I wasn't doing design. But like,
That's what I'm doing.
yeah, I don't want to, do any more textbook work for the rest of
No.
my life.
That's the thing that sucks, is because it's like I really want to get into this,
I know,
but I
and
have
it's so
to
interesting.
read.
It's like it's so much reading,
Just give me a freaking audio book.
and then they like
For
put
real.
like PBS movies that are an hour and a half long. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Are you kidding me?
I don't want to watch a film.
I don't want to watch a film.
I just want to watch Breaking Bad. That's
Exactly.
it.
It just tells me all I want to
Literally
know about sociology.
For real.
At least when you watch the films and history classes, you get like cool stuff like guys beheading each other because you're watching a battle.
I guess you could say that's cool stuff.
Sociology just makes you depressed because it's like, here's why having healthcare that isn't affordable affects Americans.
I know.
It has a lasting impact on society as it continues to evolve. I'm like, oh my god,
Man.
give me a break.
And then there's when we watched the film about the Medici family, and it's like, so these guys are basically like, he basically just gets out of nowhere like stabbed in the back by a rival family who's trying to take over Florence, and then out of nowhere like this other guy like comes out and he's like, you can't do that. That's not how it went, by the way. I don't remember how it went at all. But
It's not depressing. It's fun.
No, yeah, that's fun. Like, do you think I wanted to learn about sundown towns? That just makes me feel bad.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like a Western thing.
Oh, it sure is. Except it isn't. It was like probably like 100 years ago, and it was these towns. Ames was a sundown town. Ames was a sundown town.
Oh, really?
For a fun fact.
Cool.
Basically, after a certain, there was like during the nighttime, sundown to sunrise, people of color weren't allowed in the town.
Oh.
Otherwise, the KKK would get them.
Yes. Well, it was also in this like the city whatever. I don't know. Is it like a city constitution? I don't know what the city
It's like
ledger.
I think it's kind of like a
Let's ask
curfew, kind of.
games.
Yeah, it was a curfew, but it was specifically only for black people.
Yeah.
Well, anybody of color, really. It's like,
Yeah.
I know that it's bad. It just makes me sad.
Being
Just
educated
brings
is
me
depressing.
down. Yeah.
Just let me be stupid. Or let me depress myself in the ways I want to be depressed.
Especially when you're like reading sociology and like it explains like how these things get deep rooted and it's like extremely deep rooted. It's like, can we even fix this at this point? Now I'm just like hopeless.
I don't know.
You have to like tell like what you learned this semester at the very end, and I'm like, this class made
Sad.
me very depressed. I'm very educated now, but I'm very depressed.
I don't know what to do anymore. I'll probably go in some other field because I can't take this anymore.
Sorry, guys.
I just want to make a funny picture for companies and get paid money.
Just want to design the Coca-Cola
Just want to
can.
redesign the Coca-Cola Zero can.
Oh, man.
Boy Time will be getting a rehaul, by the way. I'm starting a personal project.
Oh, you started it?
I started it.
Wow.
It might be a week or two because I'm struggling with a logo.
Okay.
Because I want to encapsulate the same, like... Because I like our logo
Same
now, but it
aesthetic.
doesn't match with the rest of the branding that I have laid out.
Yeah.
Because I want to redo our logo and make it better. Like, make it more, like, tight-knit and secure.
Okay.
But I want to have, like, the same kind of feel to it, so it's difficult.
Yeah,
I have our
feel
channel
that.
banner done, but
Okay.
I don't have the logo yet. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna go through our thumbnails and redo those and get like actual templates for you.
Thank you.
This
You're
is
so much better at that stuff than I am.
It's like the branding you see on the podcast now is me with a year and a half of experience, and then the new stuff will be me with 3 or 2.5 years of experience.
Oh,
Nice.
So
that's a little bit more experience.
somewhere around the 2-year point, things just click, and then you're just like zoned in, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
I think it happens differently for everybody, but like as soon as like I pass like 2 years, I'm like, okay, I got it. We're good.
Well, good. Because I still haven't hit that point yet. I'm glad someone has.
I hit it, but I just have the feeling of there's no way I'm actually that good until
Yeah,
I
that's-
actually get in
that's
the
a
field, which I
constant, like,
freaking can't.
Yeah. Yeah, motivation
close.
and like personal confidence is always just a giant loop also, but like yeah,
Yeah.
it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
We hit a few records this week on the channel.
Oh, did we?
We got our lemon.
Lemon?
We
Did
did.
that. We had a video reach 200 views within 7 days of posting, or it should
That's
be at
pretty
200
good.
views, but it's at 191 right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
it was
nice.
out last Friday, and it is Thursday night, and it's at 191.
All right.
And that's also my first 10 out of 10 I've ever given on a music review.
That's probably why it's so
Wow.
good. Just rate him 10 out of 10.
So-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, BIGN.
Yeah. On my GN.
Oh, yeah.
Except they actually write things with logic,
Yeah.
and I know there's a personal bias to it, so I can't even like get called out for it.
Yeah.
It's too much logic. It's at 199. Someone watched the video, and then
Is
it's at
that 199?
It's at 199 apparently.
It says 191.
Yeah, that's what I.
The
analytics,
video
it's
says
199.
not on the main page.
It says
I go-
207 in the channel studio.
Okay, it makes no sense. Okay,
Okay.
it hit 200.
Nice.
We've
Nice.
well, 1 out of 3 we've hit 200.
200. So yeah, that
200.
was kind of cool. It was a fast growth. It's dying down now, but there was a cool 200 views in a week. I'll take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never happened before. Kangaroo Jack is owning.
Sure is.
It is. Oh my god.
Has it reached 500 already?
Well, from so all the way through day 18 on here, it shows there was 52 views.
Mhm.
And then you get to 27 and it's at 79. Then you go to 36 and it's at 170. So it's gaining more traction as it's going.
I don't
God.
know why.
We're gonna become a hit because he had the freaking million kangaroos.
Whoa!
It's gonna dethrone our other video for 1,000 if it keeps this up.
Wouldn't
The
that
other
be
one's at
funny?
964, so I'm hoping that one can beat out Kangaroo Jack. I think we're got it here, but I don't know.
Wouldn't that be funny if Kangaroo Jack just out of
Just
nowhere
2,000.
tomorrow just gets 2,000 views? What? How?
Oh wait, 1 second, guys! My headset's about to explode because it's low battery.
Oh, God.
It's gonna start
no.
beeping. Oh
Take it
no!
off. You don't have
Oh
those.
no!
Oh no.
I got this. Didn't even take it off. Easy win. Let's go.
So
Alright,
this
continue.
week might be the last Lego Star Wars stream?
I think so. I think we should just beat it.
Because,
I
yeah,
don't
we
remember
usually
how
do
far we got.
about 2 episodes per...
We have
We should get it.
we have one episode left, or one level left in episode 4, and then
Oh,
we
yeah.
have just 2 episodes left, and then we're
Yeah,
done.
So, yeah,
We'll probably beat
we'll
it.
get it done on Saturday then.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
get it.
we
I think
started
we
a
should-
little bit earlier then, but we should be able to finish it.
No, I think it should be the
It
same
should be
time.
about the same, yeah,
Yeah.
as it's been
I'll
going.
have to
Yes.
brainstorm because I'd like to do these group streams still with a game that we can all play without having issues with streaming it or having a remote play situation.
Okay.
I
So,
mean, I don't know how many
yeah.
games you got in that, so
I don't know
Yeah,
how
look.
we would do that, but I'm sure there's co-op games that we can figure out. Even if we just do a Minecraft series or something.
I
Because
That's
I
still
like
fine.
streaming as a group.
Yeah.
It's just finding a game that we can all get the same experience out of instead of having 2 of us remote play it.
Yeah, I wish.
Maybe not be a
Not with keyboard.
competition this time too.
Yeah,
I-
Right.
yeah. Well, that would be assumed. I just wish we could squad stream. I wish that was public.
Yeah, I wish that was a thing.
It's too bad. that-
Someday,
yeah.
someday.
Yeah, you got to be a partner for that. So give me about 10 years.
Yeah, for real.
Like growing a Twitch channel is probably harder than growing a YouTube channel, and YouTube growth is extremely hard if you put out content that you enjoy. So
For real. Well,
Yeah.
we're neutering ourselves. Let's get real.
we are.
If you made like a legit dedicated music review channel, it would probably be
Oh,
at
I
like
would-
1,000 subscribers
Yeah.
already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of work, and I would burn myself out super quickly.
Yeah.
Like this whole week, I've been burned out just from lack of motivation and other things. Like, I'm like, okay, I can make a Valorant video today, but by the time I get going and I'm actually awake, it's 2 p.m. and I'm like, I don't really want to do that right now.
Mhm.
So there's spurts where music reviews is what I focus on. There's spurts where gaming videos are what I focus on. Which I mean, I guess that makes it like fun.
Mhm.
Otherwise, maybe I wouldn't be doing it still. But having multiple different lanes to go to, like, keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
You
So
don't get bored.
yeah. Well, we're gonna be. Are we doing RMR? Are we gonna do that tonight? Are we gonna do a film or reaction?
No, because we will get blocked.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm thinking Sunday or Monday
Okay.
because I want to. It's an EP, so it doesn't take too long to kind of digest and get thoughts gathered.
True.
There's music language. I don't want EPs.
Because with my reactions, I give a score, but it's my first reaction score because I don't have time to think on it and actually like reflect on everything. So it doesn't like the score isn't like doesn't resonate as hard as like an actual review score.
Yeah.
But having time to actually think about the music, I can do a better review. Because I usually don't have much to say once I do a whole reaction of an album because the album's right there and we both listen to it together.
True.
It's like I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah. I
But
feel it.
yeah, I think a group review will be fun. We can just kind of it'll be like a review discussion. It won't be like a formal review. But
Sure. Okay.
I think it'll be fun.
Epic.
And we can probably do one with Joji if everybody's down because I know Babjab will probably want to do that one.
Yeah. Is Babjab gonna be an RMR?
Maybe. We'll have to ask him.
Okay.
He might listen to it. I don't know if he wants to be in a review for it, but
Okay.
Bad Job's in it. I'll watch it.
okay.
That's my promise.
Did you watch the Lemon?
I mean, no.
Well,
Is
you were
it
there
out?
when that was being filmed.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been
that's
out.
true.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll check it out. We'll see.
Babjab's in all of gaming videos. Do you watch all those?
No.
I do.
I mean, aren't they mostly Valorant right now?
Yeah, it's all Valorant right now.
Yeah.
I do have overcooked footage that I can make into something.
That's
True.
true.
So 'cause
Very
that
true.
was a pretty good session.
I'd say we gotta
No.
finish that too.
Let's
Yeah,
see
we
if we ever
that's
finish
funny.
it. We don't have a good rate for that right now.
Yeah, we can stream
Fine.
that, but I don't know if like your quality's gonna suck.
I don't know. Yeah,
It looked fine, but
but when
It
he's
did, but
streaming, I
back-
don't
first of
know.
all, I'd have to use a keyboard, probably.
That's true. We'll see. There
I
needs to be
remember,
more
like-
games that are just like not graphic intensive and that we can all play and just chill out and like
Yeah.
stream. Because Minecraft's awesome, but we've done it so many times, it's like we'd have to spice it up with something.
You have to throw in the.
And if we put too many mods in there, we won't be able to
furniture
stream
mod.
it because it'll be too much on our PCs.
Yeah,
I mean, just don't put in extra dimension mods. Just put in like
Yeah.
animal and furniture mods. You don't need to go hardcore.
Yeah. But like maybe if we restrict ourselves as to streaming 2 nights a week and we do a Minecraft server and you can only play on the server when we're streaming at that time, then maybe it'll keep interest because we stretch it out longer.
that's true.
Yeah.
Usually we start a server and we grind the crap out of it for a week, put in like 30 hours of it, and then we're done.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got to the point where I just built like, that freaking canal from why like years ago. You could still kind of go around the mountain a little bit easily.
Yeah.
There. Just ease of access, you know.
We'll have to look into some games and figure that out. The streaming is fun. I'd like to continue doing it.
yes,
Yeah.
me too.
I will continue doing it once I get a capture card, but that'll be for us in Valorant and me in Call of Duty during the day or whatever. But having a group thing where we're all streaming at the same time playing the same thing would be fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more of a social aspect
Yeah, I like
because
that.
everybody's kind of missing out on social interaction right now. So
Yes,
and going
Yeah.
crazy. So
go
Yeah.
crazy.
go crazy, go stupid.
I don't think that's how he does it, but it's close enough.
Whatever.
Close enough.
Good podcast. What's our time at? I feel like we went for about an hour.
I don't know,
Wow.
but it's 9:30.
It sure is 9:30. We're at 59:42.
Oh wow.
Now hours are good enough for us these days, so.
Yeah, you got to do it exactly an hour.
Okay.
So
Alright,
like,
tell me 2 seconds before.
2 seconds before.
3.